question to you, Ambassador, is this. How do you respond to India now sort of saying that we will have reciprocal quarantining for European Union citizens, if Covishield is not recognized? I know individual countries such as Germany have recognized it, but the quarantine remains. Tomorrow, India could say the same thing for people coming in, saying, hey, even if you've got the Pfizer, if you're coming in, let's say from the UK, you've got to go into quarantine. I mean, I'm just giving an example.
Yeah, but the point is, we impose this quarantine to each and everyone who comes from those countries which are very high in the mutation quantity, be it from Brazil, South Africa, India, Nepal, and these countries. Now, this has a scientific reason. We put people like you and me, when we arrive there, into a quarantine. Now, it's not a question of reciprocity, or it's medical indicated opinion of our experts. That's why we do that, and for no other reason. And at the moment, these people tell us it's not necessary anymore, then we lift it. I agree what you say. Logical thinking. I have learned during the last 10 months or so that my brain was working like yours, logic, but it's not always the same if you talk to epidemiologists or pandemiologists, or they have different ways of seeing dangers, seeing how to protect the population and whatever. So it's, I think I have to trust these people, and this is not only in Germany, but they are in France and in Italy and other places.
So are you disappointed? Are you disappointed with India's move? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Do you understand it?
No. I mean, why disappointed? I mean, I think, it's not that with such a green pass of the European Union, you would be granted entry in a European country. It's not. We have the travel ban still, and so the reciprocity is then, if you are like you or other Indians are in Europe, they can freely travel. Now, if they say only if you let us freely travel, then we can let you freely travel here. I mean, then it's a different thing. But we are not in the stage yet where we have lifted the travel ban. I think once the travel ban is lifted, I think then it will be much clearer. And until then, I think many European countries will do the same step as we did, open up for Covishield, so that the Indians who are already in Europe can enjoy all the privileges as we enjoy.
The other sort of slightly confusing and I might say misleading dimension to this debate was the European Medical Agency saying the Serum Institute had not even applied for emergency use authorization. Now that would apply to the Serum Institute, which is the Indian company that manufactures Covishield, as far as I understand, wanting to vaccinate people in the EU with Covishield. For travel, I don't imagine that that the Serum Institute is required to go to the European Medical Agency at all.
That's what I'm saying. We said if it's a WHO approved vaccination like Covishield, then you don't have to do anything there. We accept it because it's the WHO. For the European passport, since it's a European institution and a European medical agency, they maybe have their own internal regulations saying, well, but if we put it in our passport, you would have to make your application there. So I think there it's rather your correspondent in Brussels talks to them and sees what's the precondition there. Did they apply? Have they applied yet? Will they apply? But until then, for many more countries, it won't be much relevant, because as Germany and as 3, 4, 5 other countries we have already opened for Covishield, so you can travel anyway.
So you opened for Covishield, but that is only a relief to Indians who are already within the European Union, not for people who want to, let's say, travel from India. What happens to students or divided families?
Germany has the highest number of students, Indian students in Europe. It's interesting and astonishing. One would think that it's in the UK because of the English. It's not. We have 25,000 students there. It's maybe because of the quality of the universities, and it's for free, And we have a very international community of many foreigners. So that's why 25,000 people study. They're not only the technical studies, engineering, whatever, but many other things. So we are proud to have them. We are happy to have them. Now we have a lot of masters and you know, super advanced people there. They can travel back and forth, and even if they're caught here in a holiday and were caught by the lockdown, they can travel back. So there's no issue. The issue is for first-time students, because they don't have a residency yet, and so for them it's not yet possible to travel. Not for them, and not for the normal, let's say, job seekers and for tourists. For them, still the travel ban is there. But from now on, we have today on, we also accept the visa application of these first-time students. We have not accepted it yet because we thought it might take too long until we can lift the travel ban. But I think it's fair to accept it now. We do this and to save time, because we take the applications. We can't process them yet fully because there's a travel ban. But once the travel ban is lifted, and hopefully this happens soon, then we save time. And they just have to bring the passports, and so that's something we do for the students. But until then, they have to be patient. We don't want to lose them. We are very happy they come, but they have to understand that the striking of the balance between protecting and keeping us open for them, you know, at the moment is still in the process of being analyzed, and it might take a few more weeks.